21 irrefutable laws to destroy your ego forever. Do you want to know why you're still not where you should be? It's not your lack of talent. It's not bad luck. It's your ego. That quiet voice that tells you you're already good enough. That resists change and keeps you trapped. Your ego is the invisible enemy. Confident on the surface, terrified inside. But today, that ends. You're about to learn 21 irrefutable laws that will silence pride, heal your mind, and set your real power free. This will hurt, but it will change your life forever. Law 1: accept that you're not the center of the universe. Your ego wants you to believe the world revolves around you, your pain, your dreams, your story. But here's the truth. Most people aren't thinking about you at all. Once you realize that, you're free. You stop chasing validation and start acting with purpose. True leaders don't demand attention. They earn it by serving others. The moment you live to contribute instead of to be seen, your ego begins to die, and your real strength starts to rise. Law 2. Admit you still have a lot to learn. The ego hates to be a student. It wants to teach, even when it knows nothing. But humility is the doorway to greatness. Every time you believe you've mastered everything, you close the door to growth. The best athletes, creators, and entrepreneurs all share one trait. They stay teachable. They listen, observe, and absorb. When curiosity replaces arrogance, new possibilities appear. Progress begins the moment you can honestly say, I don't know, but I'm willing to learn. Law 3. Learn to lose without losing yourself. Your ego measures worth by winning. It needs to be right, admired, on top. But real strength is revealed in how you handle loss. When you fail, when someone else gets the credit, when life humbles you, that's when your character speaks louder than your pride. Every setback is a mirror showing what's still fragile inside you. Lose gracefully, learn deeply, rise quietly. Because the moment you stop fighting to look strong, you finally become strong. You'll start noticing peace replacing comparison, gratitude replacing anger. The ego screams when it's losing control. Let it. Because on the other side of loss, there's something the ego will never understand. Freedom. Law 4. Stop needing to be right all the time. Your ego feeds on arguments. It doesn't want truth, it wants victory. But being right doesn't make you wise. It only makes you louder. Real growth begins when you listen to understand, not to respond. When you can say, maybe I'm wrong, you invite wisdom into your life. The smartest people are not those who always win debates. They're the ones humble enough to keep learning from everyone. Let go of the need to win. Choose peace over pride. That's where true mastery begins. Law 5. Detach your identity from what you do. The ego confuses your job, your achievements, your image with who you truly are. But you are not your success. You are not your mistakes. You are the awareness behind them. When you learn to separate your worth from your performance, failure stops defining you, and success stops controlling you. You can create, build, fall, and rise again without losing your center. That's how you stay powerful in any storm. Because when your identity is anchored in truth, no loss can break you. Law 6. Choose growth over validation. Your ego craves applause. It wants the spotlight, not the lesson. But every time you chase approval, you lose power. Growth doesn't happen under the lights. It happens in the dark when nobody's watching. Focus on becoming, not impressing. The people who truly win in life aren't the loudest. They're the most consistent. Stop performing for others. Do it because it aligns with who you're becoming. When your actions come from truth instead of ego, success becomes silent but undeniable. Law 7. Let silence speak for you. Your ego wants recognition. It needs to prove, to show, to post. But true confidence doesn't scream. It whispers. When you master the art of silence, people start feeling your presence without you saying a word. The most powerful moves are the ones made in quiet rooms. Your results will speak louder than your explanations ever could. Learn to build in private. Let the world see only the finished work. Because silence protects what ego destroys: peace, focus, and direction. And if this truth hits you right now, take a breath, reflect, and drop a comment below. Not for me, for you. It's a reminder that your silence already started speaking. Law 8. Don't confuse confidence with arrogance. Confidence says, I can do it. Arrogance says, only I can do it. The line between them is thin, and the ego crosses it easily. True confidence is quiet because it's rooted in preparation, not performance. It doesn't need to convince anyone. It just shows up ready. Arrogance, on the other hand, is insecure, always needing to prove something. The moment you stop comparing, you start growing. So be confident in your effort, but humble in your success. That balance separates leaders from loud voices. Law 9. Practice the art of listening. Your ego loves to talk, to dominate, to be heard, to prove. But when you listen, you evolve. Every person carries a piece of wisdom your ego wants to ignore. You'll be amazed how much you learn when you stop preparing your answer and start paying attention. Listening is not weakness. It's awareness. It teaches patience, empathy, and clarity. 3 things the ego fears. So next time you enter a room, don't aim to impress. Aim to understand. Because in a noisy world, the one who listens becomes unforgettable. Law 10. Be grateful, not entitled. Your ego believes you deserve everything. But gratitude says, I'm thankful for what I have, and I'll work for what I want. The moment you think life owes you something, you stop giving your best. Entitlement blinds you to opportunity, while gratitude opens your eyes to abundance. Greatness begins when you realize no one owes you recognition, success, or respect. You earn it every single day. Be thankful for the struggle, because the ego wants comfort, but your soul grows through challenge. Law 11. Don't take everything personally. Your ego makes you believe that every rejection, every silence, every disagreement is an attack. But most of the time, it's not about you. It's just life happening. When you stop personalizing everything, you stop bleeding for things that were never meant to wound you. Peace starts when you realize not everything needs your reaction. Some things deserve your silence, others your patience, and a few your wisdom. The ego reacts. The wise person reflects. Master that difference, and you'll walk through chaos untouched. Law 12. Surrender the need to control everything. Your ego fears uncertainty. It wants to plan, predict, and dominate every outcome because control feels safe. But the truth is, the more you try to control life, the less peace you have. Letting go is not giving up. It's trusting that what's meant for you won't need to be forced. When you stop manipulating outcomes, you make space for miracles. You start noticing that peace was never found in control. It was found in surrender. The ego says, make it happen. Wisdom whispers, allow it to unfold. And that's when life begins to flow again. So loosen your grip. You're not losing power. You're reclaiming it. Law 13. Stop seeking revenge. Seek growth. Your ego wants to get even. It feeds on payback, on proving people wrong. But revenge keeps you tied to the pain that broke you. Every minute spent trying to hurt someone who hurt you is a minute stolen from your own healing. Growth is the real victory. When you rise above bitterness, you become unstoppable. Not because they lost, but because you finally let go. Forgive, not because they deserve peace, but because you do. Nothing destroys the ego faster than refusing to play its game. Law 14. Accept criticism without losing yourself. Your ego hates being judged. It wants to be admired, never corrected. But feedback is a mirror. It shows what you can't see alone. Learn to filter it. Not every opinion deserves space in your mind, but some can change your entire direction. Maturity is when you can say, thank you, even when it stings. Because growth often comes dressed as discomfort. The more open you are to feedback, the faster your evolution becomes. Remember, your critics may reveal what your comfort zone hides. Law 15. Stop pretending you're okay. Your ego wears masks: strength, success, perfection. But behind them, you might be exhausted, anxious, or lost. Pretending you're fine only isolates you more. Healing begins when you're honest, first with yourself, then with others. Vulnerability doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. The people who truly respect you won't admire your mask. They'll connect with your truth. Take it off. Let them see the real you. Because authenticity doesn't attract everyone, but it attracts the right ones. Law 16. Celebrate others without feeling smaller. Your ego turns someone else's win into your loss. But other people's light doesn't dim yours. The ability to celebrate others is the sign of true confidence. When jealousy shows up, treat it as guidance. It's pointing to what you desire but haven't yet pursued. Use it as motivation, not comparison. Because every time you clap for someone's success, you're reminding the universe that you're ready for your own. Let go of envy. Be genuinely happy for others, and watch how fast your blessings multiply. Law 17. Let go of the image you're trying to protect. Your ego is addicted to appearances. It wants people to see you as strong, successful, untouchable. That every image you build becomes a prison. You start living to maintain a version of yourself that's not even real anymore. The truth is, people don't fall in love with perfection. They connect with authenticity. The moment you stop trying to protect your image, you stop protecting your peace. You don't need to impress anyone to be worthy. Let your results speak quietly and your energy tell your story. And if this resonates, take a second. Like this video, comment one word that defines your truth right now. Because the more honest you become, the less power your ego has over you. Law 18. Learn to apologize without defending yourself. Your ego wants to justify every mistake. It says yes, but instead of simply saying, I was wrong. True strength is not in being flawless. It's in taking responsibility. When you apologize without excuses, you reclaim your integrity. You remind others, and yourself, that growth matters more than pride. The ego fights to be right. The wise fight to make things right. So next time your ego whispers, protect yourself. Choose humility instead. Because the one who can say, I'm sorry, first, is already free. Law 19. Don't compete, create. Competition is the ego's favorite trap. It compares, imitates, and resents. But creators don't compete, they innovate. When you're focused on your lane, you stop chasing others and start discovering yourself. There's enough room at the top for everyone who's authentic. The secret is not doing it better than them. It's doing it differently, like only you can. Your uniqueness is your unfair advantage. So stop fighting for a spotlight and start building your own stage. Because the ego copies, but purpose creates. Law 20. Learn to be at peace with imperfection. Your ego wants everything flawless. Your body, your work, your relationships. But perfection is an illusion that kills joy. The beauty of life is found in the cracks, in progress, not completion. When you stop chasing flawless, you start living free. The Japanese call it wabi-sabi, finding beauty in imperfection. So stop waiting to feel ready. Post it. Try it. Begin messy. Because the ones who grow are not the perfect ones. They're the brave ones who dare to start anyway. Law 21. Transcend the ego. Discover the self. You've spent your life fighting to prove something. To be enough, to be seen, to be remembered. But here's the truth. You were never in competition with the world. You were at war with your own reflection. When you finally silence the ego, what remains is not weakness. It's peace. A calm, grounded power that no praise or rejection can shake. You stop performing and start being. And that's where real freedom begins, when you no longer need to be someone else to feel whole. If this message spoke to you, take a second to breathe and remember this moment. Then, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below which law hit you the hardest. Because your reflection might be the one that helps someone else wake up too. Keep growing, stay grounded, and always start strong.